I am coming to you from Phoenix, Arizona. I'm here for the convention, as you all know. And now that I'm here, I just hate myself for not pushing this harder because this is amazing. It's so beautiful. And already, I have been here just a few hours, and already these, just everybody I see is like, oh, are you here with Plexus? Yes, I am. Oh, it's so good to meet you. And it's like you have this instant group of amazing friends, and every person here has an amazing testimony. Like, we're sitting around the pool, and people are talking about how their life used to be, and here we are laying around this pool in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona, feeling good. And it's just like mind-blowing to be around all these people who actually know what Plexus is and who it has changed their life. It's just so cool. So, man, whatever you have to do, even if you don't earn the travel voucher next year, get here. We've got a couple people from our team who made it a priority, and they're just silver ambassadors who are just new in the company, and they are here. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that effort. I want to talk to you today about professional development because it is just so important. It's so important to take seriously what we do. Other people might laugh and, oh, you're in network marketing. How's that going? But they have no idea the potential here. We need to take it seriously. Other people can laugh all they want, but do you think they're laughing at Jessica Heffley, who makes, $25,000 to $30,000 per month? And her husband is an Emerald Ambassador making, probably close to half that. No, not quite that much, but no, they can laugh all they want, but we know enough to know that this is a job that if we take it seriously, our potential is limitless. I don't know of any other job in the universe where you can get to the level you can with Plexus in a year. I mean, I get people getting disappointed because, I've been doing it 2 months and it's just not working for me. I'm not successful. I'm not growing. My team isn't growing. And I'm like, since when do you get a promotion your first year in your corporate job or your first 2 years or 3 years? And here in Plexus, you can get one as soon as you want to, as many times as you want to put the work in. So I just want to encourage you guys, take this seriously. Invest some time and invest some effort in growing yourself, stretching yourself, and learning things about this business. I made a goal this month to read, it's a mirror video, so I guess developing the leaders around you. Because what I'm finding out in this business is that you can be a killer leader, and you can, have these great appealing posts that bring in, interest, and you can sign up customers and change their lives, and you can sign up ambassadors and change their lives, but a real leader doesn't just gain followers. A real leader makes other leaders, and a real leader fully utilizes the potential of those other leaders on that person's team in their organization. And I want to talk to you about a few concepts from this book, and I'll keep doing that as I'm reading it because it's just so good. But I want to read you a quote from the very end of chapter 1. Zig Ziglar says, "Success is the maximum utilization of the ability that you have." So the first thing you need to ask yourself is, are you using your abilities to their maximum? But the author of this book says, I believe a leader's success can be defined as the maximum utilization of the abilities of those around him. So you can be successful as an individual by fully utilizing your abilities. But to be a successful leader, you have to fully maximum utilization of the abilities of those around you. And so that's what I want to start doing these next couple months. That's what I feel like has been the missing link for me, is I want to see everybody on our team get the maximum utilization of their abilities. I want to see you guys have this kind of success because it is possible. I can't even believe how many people I know personally who are succeeding with Plexus. I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm going to try and give you just some more highlights from what I read so far. It says, if you oversee people and you wish to develop leaders, you are responsible to 1, appreciate them for who they are, 2, believe that they will do their very best, 3, praise their accomplishments, and 4, accept your personal responsibility to them as your leader. as their leader. So ask yourself, if you have even one person on your team, are you leading? Are you appreciating them, believing they will do their best, praising their accomplishments, and accepting your personal responsibility as their leader? That is huge. Another thing I highlighted is that an organization cannot increase its productivity. People can. People are our biggest asset. We can't create the perfect little new ambassador checklist that's going to make your team be successful no matter what. You can't create a system that's going to get you to diamond, but people can get you to diamond, because people can grow, people can develop, and people can become more effective. They can adapt to their surroundings, they can adapt to the crowd, they can learn, grow, and develop and become more effective. So your job as a leader is not to create documents and create systems and structures. Your job as a leader is to develop people and get them fully utilizing their talents. Another quote, most leaders have followers around them. They believe the key to leadership is gaining more followers. Few leaders surround themselves with other leaders, but the ones who do bring great value to their organizations. So that's just a simple concept, but it's really mind-blowing if you think about it. You don't want followers. Don't be intimidated by other leaders. Surround yourself by other leaders. Reach out to other leaders. Be someone who attracts other leaders, because other leaders will help share the load for you, keep you from getting burnt out, keep you from getting tired, and they will help grow your organization. You don't just want followers, you want a movement. And to create a movement, a gut health revolution, balanced blood sugar, reduced inflammation, that movement needs to happen in the United States. We are turning to drugs, we are turning to, all these artificial solutions. So we are part of a movement. And so your job is to attract leaders and to grow leaders. What else? Okay. This is a quote from businessman Roland Young. He says, I'm a self-made man, but I think if I had it to do over again, I would call in someone else. I can identify with Roland because I'm a very self-made woman. I'm very self-motivated. I'm very schedule-oriented. I'm very goal-oriented. And so if it were up to me, I'd be diamond. I would be, just trying to do everything I can to get there. But what they're pointing out in this book, and what is so true, is that people working together are more than the sum of their parts. They use this example of these horses who are in this contest, and the strongest horses can pull a weight of 400 pounds on this wheeled kind of wagon thing. And the two strongest horses on their own, each of them can pull 400 pounds. Well, when they saddled them up together and got them pulling weight together, the maximum weight they pulled was 1,200 pounds. So more than what either of them could lift separately combined, because they were working together. And so this idea that working as a team is greater than just the sum of the parts, that there is, more value to that. Another thing that I thought was really powerful was just saying, any leader who only has followers around him will be called upon to continually draw on his own resources to get things done. Without other leaders to carry the load, he will become fatigued and burnt out. So if you are feeling fatigued and burnt out, ask yourself, am I always calling upon my own resources to get things done? Am I trying to be successful and getting really frustrated that I'm not successful? Well, part of that is because you're trying to be the one to constantly motivate and constantly drive and constantly inspire and, do all the work, and even just the little tasks like, oh, you're struggling with your confidence about posting on Facebook? I know a video for that. Let me go find it. Rather than saying, hey, go to YouTube and look up Lori Harrison's Get Outside Your Comfort Zone, and just empowering other people to go find answers, things like that. So don't always have to rely on our own resources to get things done. In fact, empowering other people to do that for themselves. He brings up a really good point, which is that your thought process, whether you're, organizing a Plexus business or whether you're the CEO of a corporate organization, your thought process needs to be, who can carry on effectively while I'm gone? And that is a huge flaw of mine, is I have not been thinking like that. I have been thinking, well, wherever I am, I can get on my computer and I can, continue to train our team and answer people's questions and, just be the leader I want to be. Well, that's not the strongest leader I can be, because that's not empowering other people to carry on effectively while I'm gone. And so, be thinking about that. If you have anyone on your team, you're a leader, and you need to be empowering the people in your downline to carry on effectively without you. Let's see. Yeah, the same kind of concept. Who will take your place? There is no success without a successor. Get some resolve. I am going to produce leaders who know how to produce other leaders, so that the system doesn't break down when you're away. Or those leaders, when they're training new people, know exactly how to train them because of how you've trained them. So, and then I thought it was neat that at the end of the chapter he brings up Moses. Moses, the greatest leader of the Old Testament. How would you like to relocate 1.5 million complaining people? It was hard and tiring, and as Moses became tired, the people's needs went unmet. So his father-in-law, Jethro, suggested that he find, recruit, and train other leaders to assist him in his leadership responsibilities. He followed that advice, and soon he had other leaders helping him carry the load. So, wise advice. So I want to hear everybody else's thoughts in the comments, even if you're not reading the book. But if you are, I want to hear what you thought was great. And if you aren't reading the book, then just go ahead and tell us what you think about all that information. And it's just the beginning of the month, so go ahead and go get the book and read it with us.